name is Nadia Fernando. And yeah, you're welcome. And what are we doing today?
Okay, so we're gonna cook some barramundi.
Okay.
Barramundi. I don't know, I call it that.
It's okay. We are not professional cooks, so it's okay.
Alright.
Fish.
Yes, we are cooking fish.
Yes.
So I'm gonna cook this fish in a garlic infused butter.
Okay. Great.
As you can see, I love my butter.
Okay. And also, watch the show very carefully. She's going to ask you a question, and if you get the answer right, you'll be winning a 5,000 worth gift voucher from Joyful Journeys clothing store. My clothes are also sponsored by them. And then mid-30s iced tea. Shall we?
Yes, my favorite iced tea.
Thank you.
And it's so great in a warm day like this.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, cheers to a good show.
Yes.
Just gonna use a couple of spoons of butter. This may not be the most healthiest meal,
But it most definitely will be the most delicious dish because I love butter.
yes, you said that.
Yeah.
And that's why this time I am making a dish with
Thank you.
butter as its base.
You're so kind. More butter.
I know, I'm just taking the rest off the spoon so that we don't waste anything. Oh my god, why do I always not switch this on?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh dear. Alright, so we're gonna wait for the butter to melt.
Okay. And then? Are we going to pan fry the fish?
Yes, we are going to pan fry the fish.
Okay.
So we'll wait for the butter to melt a little bit. And again, we're gonna put this on low heat.
Okay.
I'll tell you why in a minute.
Alright. Okay. Now it's time. Tell me.
Alright, so we're gonna put this garlic in. This is like an entire clove of garlic. Well, there's a whole entire garlic cut into really tiny little bits. So the heat has to be very low, otherwise it will burn.
Alright.
So the whole idea is to infuse the butter
Okay.
with the garlic.
Okay.
So this is really great for a pasta sauce as well.
Okay.
But I'm going to cook the fish in it. So while that's being infused, I'm going to use a little bit of
Soy sauce?
soy sauce, yes.
That's a little bit.
Well, I'm not putting all of that in there, so. So this is, I'm going to use my hands to kind of do that. So I'm literally only using soy sauce as a
Seasoning.
seasoning. When it starts looking a little bit like that, so the garlic isn't completely cooked
Okay.
because we want the garlic to cook with the
Fish as well.
yeah. So I'm gonna put this fish with its skin on the underside.
Okay. Remember, we are allowed to make mistakes. We are not professional cooks. We are just busy ladies. What do you say, Nadia?
Absolutely. Because my husband tends to like the skin kind of crispy.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we put the skin on the underside, and I'm going to increase the heat. And we're not going to keep this on for too long as well.
So for precisely how many minutes are we going to keep it like that?
So I mostly work by instinct, so I don't really know how many minutes.
I'm sorry I asked you this question.
But if I were to, I don't know, like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute, it just depends. I just look at the under and then I say, okay, it's not crispy enough. And then I would
There you go.
keep it a little longer. And then I can see if the top is beginning to look like it's cooking.
And how do we know that? No, sorry that I asked you that question. I think you know better than us.
I just know that when it's starting to cook. So, so when it's kind of cooking this way, I'll take it off the heat and I'll let it be, because it'll still be cooking in the hot oil.
All right.
And while that's happening, I am going to.
Now I'm scared to ask you questions.
Don't be too scared. It's all cooked.
Okay, what are we going to do next?
Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of garlic rice.
I can remember when I was really small, my mom used to always complain, saying that I asked too many questions.
You asked too many questions.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use, I think it's called ghee. Elangitel. Elangitel
yes,
is
ghee,
ghee, right?
yes, ghee.
Yeah, okay.
We are so Sri Lankan, we don't know ghee. I mean, elangitel in English.
That's not bad though, is it?
Yeah.
So I've already pre-cooked a little bit of rice, which I...
You cooked?
Yes, I pre-cooked it.
You.
Okay, someone else pre-cooked it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add a little bit of rice into that.
What's the name of the dish?
Nadia's lazy barramundi dish. I'm also
I
going to
have to remember not to ask too many questions.
I'm also going to use a little bit of potato.
Okay. With the skin? That's
With the
interesting.
skin, yes,
Yeah.
baby potatoes. It's pre-boiled.
Okay. I've heard that you have to eat potatoes with the skin because it's good for your health. Is that true?
Well, it has a lot of fiber.
Alright.
So that's good because potatoes are predominantly carbohydrates. So the more fiber you get in there, it's better for you.
There you go, I know something.
I'm going to do that. And I like to add a little bit of coconut milk.
Please do.
Just a little bit for flavor.
So this is your favorite dish.
Well,
How about your son and
it's
your
one
husband?
of my favorite dishes.
Your son and husband also enjoys this?
They must enjoy it.
Why do I ask? Why? God, why?
So when I cook rice, I generally don't add salt to it.
Okay.
So I add salt afterwards,
Alright.
just so that I don't get too much salt in it. As I said before, I don't like salt in my food, or too much salt in my food. Just gonna add a little bit more coconut milk. And while that's cooking a little bit on that side,
Okay.
I am going to
Add the fish into it.
yes, and now I'm going to turn it onto the other side because now we've already got the
skin.
crisp.
Yeah.
We're going to just cook it a little bit on this side.
That looks
Garnish
super
it.
delicious.
So I'm going to garnish it with a little bit of the garlic we
yeah.
used before.
Chopped garlic.
So as you can see, although I use that much butter, I'm not really putting all of that butter into the dish.
If it was me, it would be a different story.
So fish cooks really fast. So I have put this on low heat, but I think it is ready. And if you feel like it needs to be cooked a little bit more, just take it off of the heat. The pan is hot and it'll cook on its own. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of tomatoes to garnish that,
Okay.
and a few green chilies and whatnot, just to make the dish look a little nice.
It's beautiful.
I'm no master chef, but I like things looking a little pretty.
Yeah, but it looks delicious. So if you give me a spoon.
Yes, I'm going to serve you some.
Thank you. So
We are going to compensate for the butter and ghee that we have used with the fact that, it's fish and fish has very low calories in it.
Yeah. Positive thinking.
It's either positive thinking or trying to just make myself feel better. Okay, so I'm
Both
going to
works fine.
serve you some. I might need this for the fish.
Yum.
Try.
Okay. So until I taste this, why don't you ask your question so that, if they get the answer right, they win a gift voucher worth of 5,000 rupees from Joyful Journeys clothing store.
All right. So my question for today is, why did I cook the fish on its skin first?
There you go. That's your question. And Nadia, I have to give it to you. This is superb.
Yes, do you like the flavors in it?
Lovely.
It's a little bit different to a regular Sri Lankan palette, but it's still nice, don't you think? It's a nice fusion, I think.
It's interesting and it looks good, delicious, and you made it. And it's healthy.
And it's healthy, yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Until next time. Bye bye.